It's very temperamental.
It was last week.
Yeah, and the week before. Okay, so we'll begin Vaheguru Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. What shall I talk about today? I think really we can't deny now that the world has truly and irreversibly changed and is changing rapidly. And it's now undeniable the things that we took for granted are now in question, whether it's education. The fact that, I mean, this goes to show someone, it said that someone asked Mahatma Gandhi, I think it was, what do you think about Western civilization? And his answer was, it'd be a good idea, or it's a good idea. The fact that we need the Supreme Court to make a judgment so a woman can be defined according to biology, according to genetics, according to hormones. Just think about the absurdity of that. I mean, doesn't it make you embarrassed thinking that we as a society require law to define what I am biologically? Or is it just me? The fact that I am thinking to myself.
He's trying to figure out what's going on here. Yeah.
So.
Oh, she's not been listening.
No,
Yeah,
it's all right. I only found out about it today as well.
So-
I'm not even aware.
No, it's really annoying. I find it really upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they actually did.
Yeah, because it's we all, so there is reality, pathological reality as it is. A tree's a tree. It may not know it's a tree, but it's a tree. A cow's a cow, a dog's a dog, a tomato plant's a tomato plant. I'm not a tomato plant. I may say I'm one. I may force you to say that I am a tomato plant. You can take my genetics and you take my blood and you can take my hemoglobin and all that stuff. I still will not be a tomato plant. But I will force you to agree that I am a tomato plant. And then I have to go to court, or you have to take me to court to prove that no, Dav, you're not a tomato plant, you're a human being. And that's where we've got to, where this absurdity of people wanting to identify themselves or whatever. You want to live as you wish. No issue for whatever. Want to live as a cat, a dog, whatever, it's okay. But do not force your reality on others. Do not force your way of being onto that. It's like me saying, I'm born in an Indic culture, born from Indian parents, say, well, I think I'm going to, I don't know, maybe I shall identify as an Inuit Indian from tomorrow. I know nothing about that. But because I have chosen that identity, it becomes me. And then you all have to address me as that. So you see how absurd our thinking has become, where we ignore post-reality, we could say, where we deny what is real. And we have gone into this situation where I can identify myself as anything, and everyone else has to conform to it, irrespective. And if you don't, I can get violent about it. I can get political about it. Now, the question to ask ourselves is, getting engaged in this kind of thing, what does it serve? What does it serve? What's been the purpose of that life? A life where you misidentify yourself. So from a Gurmat teachings, from the teaching, the wisdom teachings, all identities, male, female, black, white, green, race, all that stuff, are obsolete, because beyond those identities, you are nothing more than awareness. And therefore, holding on to an identity, a self-image, will only create distress for you and distress for others, because you will defend your self image. You will fight others for your self image. Your attachment to your self image, that this is who I am, and that is all being conditioned and cultured by people around you, by your schooling, by your education. So when you begin to see how, and I started this 3 weeks ago, that there is a virus, a mental virus, that you don't even perceive until it's in. And then that mental virus begins to go in a loop over and over again. You don't hear anything else, just that. On your TV, all conversation is about that. And before you know it, you're infected. It's part and parcel, you've internalized it, and now it's become part of your reality. And these mental viruses, or viri, I think it should be the word, have to be cautious. You have to be cautious about them because they can lead you down pathways which can be very self destructive, as we found during the COVID crisis. And the same is again now. The mental virus, that it is your children that need to go into another country and kill other people in order to save democracy. The absurdity of it all. And no questions. No one questions it. No one questions 800,000 children that go missing a year. No one questions it. No one questions that we have to pay £1,000 for a mobile phone when kids in Democratic Republic of Congo, 6-year-olds, have to go under tunnels to go and dig out the precious metals. No questioning. We are here celebrating what what's her name, Meghan, is doing in with Harry, rather than looking at the genocide that's taking place in Israel. Completely lost our minds. Do you really think if you saw the carnage that's going on eyes, you wouldn't react to it? You wouldn't be moved by it? But me identifying as a tomato plant, you'll create political crisis over it. See how misaligned we are with humanity, with what it means to be alive, what it means to be human. So meditation, as great as it is also about the preciousness of life. You know, there was a time when if you had a human birth and the child was healthy or irrespective, you celebrated. You celebrated a human birth. Today, we're talking about depopulation. How did we go from that to that? And then you use these absurd understandings. I don't know how much you know about chemistry or the sciences, but the atmosphere is about 70-80% is nitrogen, then you've got some oxygen, and then you've got some carbon dioxide and some other bits. And so at the moment, it is carbon dioxide is, increasing the rate of. Do you know how much carbon dioxide is in the atmosphere? 5%, 10%, 20%? Zero, less than 0.5%. Existence is change. Everything changes all the time. You can't stop the earth revolving. You can't stop the gravitational impact of the moon. You can't stop these things. But creating a crisis and then feeding you the crisis such that you will go and block roads. You will go and disturb people. You will become violent. The same thing is happening with religions and terror. Same thing. Viruses, mental viruses. And how do you know they're harmful? Because they're destructive to you and to others. So, why is meditation so crucial? Isn't just about chilling out, which is part and parcel of it, and it's great, is it not, Simon? But it's actually showing you not to get entangled in the constant information that's being sent to you, constant, 24/7, 24/7, right? Where you even, I mean, just think about this common sense. You have a 6-foot bloke dressed in women's gear, kicking the life in a jiu-jitsu match of a petite 5-foot old woman. And you're saying it's like for like. Common sense. Common sense. So, as much as we welcome this common sense of recognizing who's who and what's what, allowing everyone to be the freedom of what you want to do, but don't enforce that upon others. Don't danger them. Don't encroach on their privacy. As long as these conditions are in place, be what you want. But do not get to the point where everyone is so confused of what is real. And about 4 or 6 months ago, I think, maybe in December, I did one of these talks on there will come a time when you will question what is real. What is real? And we are now approaching that time, actually saying, what is real? AI can mimic anything that you want. What is real anymore? Yeah. When you have then these misidentification issues going on everywhere. So, what is real anymore? This creates a great level of insecurity and instability in human beings, in anyone. Hence, you have this epidemic of mental illness. Why shouldn't you? If your society is geared to disrupting people's mental space, why are you surprised that you have a mental illness epidemic? Makes sense, does it not? You teach children, there is no restriction. I did a talk on this maybe 25 years ago, that if you teach young kids through simulation, playing these games, which are about destruction, that anyone that stands in your way, you can destroy them. You can burn them, you can blow them, you can shoot them, you can do whatever, run them over, or do whatever. But you must win. You must win. And today we have cases where you take an iPad of someone, a child, and they get violent. Are you surprised? It's a sick society. The society has become ill. The lunatics have taken over. Yeah, the lunatics have taken over, and their entire agenda is to create as much confusion as possible, as much disruption. Why? Because they themselves aren't well. They themselves are in a state, no wisdom. I've been talking about this for about 3 years. Where do you get your wisdom from? Gyan. There is no one left anymore. It's all been diluted, corrupted, or cut off. Whoever goes to churches now, whoever listens to the bloke in the frock, everything. Do you understand? Where's the wisdom? How do you know what your life is about? What is the purpose of you? No wisdom. No wisdom. And because we lack wisdom, we grab onto anything. Yeah? The mark of success is how many followers you have now. The mark of success is how much money you have. The mark of success is how many friends you have. prestige, status. And the question is, which bit of this will help you? Which bit of this allows you to know what the meaning of your life is, what the purpose of your life is? As beautiful as it is to have all of this, being distracted, we miss the point. We miss what life's about. So, my takeaway from today is start being cautious of what you let in your mind. If you critically question the fact that 999 people are saying that X is right, but if you feel common sense, it's wrong, it's wrong. Begin to trust your innate experience. Begin to bring your authority. So it shouldn't be authority is your truth. Your truth should be your authority. Your truth. So if I'm born a man, that is my truth. If I'm born a woman, that is my truth. It's not, I don't need an authority to tell me I'm a bloke or this person's a woman. And that's the absurdity that we're in now. The absurdity where law has to determine what's real, what's ontologically real. Yeah? So you can see how society is being dismantled, not just in terms of its systems, but in terms of its worldview. Yeah? Hence, meditation and wisdom. Dhyan, Gyan, wisdom. Meditation and wisdom are the two most important wings, shall we say, in this day and life now. Proper meditation and wisdom from those who have walked the walk, not from YouTube. Yeah? What do you reckon, say? All right, okay, let's begin. So, as usual, we will begin with our meditation and we will change our posture. And make sure you push your shoulders back, you pull your chin in. And your eyes are closed, your mouth is closed. And then as you draw your breath in, you begin to notice how you're sitting, right? So your posture in particular. And then you want to notice from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. If there's any aches, any pains, any tightness, any itch in the body that draws your focus. And there are three elements of meditation. The first one is intention. So intention is, what do you wish to do? So you intend to be present. And how are you going to be present? That's attitude. Intention, attention, and attitude. Attention is how, where you're going to focus. You're going to focus on things that are happening right now. And things that can happen right now are one, breath. Bring your focus beneath your nose. Notice you can only breathe in the present moment. Sound. Open your focus to all the sounds around you. Sound can only be heard in the present moment. Sensations. Sensations exist in the present moment. So, to help you look at sensations, you imagine a hula hoop above your head, allow it to move down, and as it moves down, it lights up your body for sensations. All the way down. Drawing your next breath in, bring your focus to your body, noticing if this scan has brought anything to your focus. Intention, what I want to do. Attention, how I'm going to focus. Attitude. And your attitude is always non judgmental. And you achieve that by bringing a little smile to your face. Now bring your focus to the seat you're on. Notice the sensations where the chair or the seat makes contact with your body, and just hold your focus on those sensations. Notice how well you're held in place. Your seat supports you, the ground beneath you supports your seat. And then from those sensations where the chair makes contact with your body, bring your focus up to your hips, and then gently moving down your thighs towards your knees. From your knees, moving down to your ankles. Notice your feet. And then notice the soles of your feet. Bringing your focus back to the seat you're on. Again, notice how well you held in place. Then allow yourself to be located, becoming aware of the environment you're in. And then becoming aware of the breath as you draw it in. Notice how you're embedded in the moment of now. In other words, you can't be anywhere else. Right this moment, sharing with all that exists right now. Every human being, every earthworm, every bird, every sea fish, every star, every galaxy, every tree, every grass, all sharing this moment with you. And then from where you have sensations, bring your focus from your lower back to your middle back. from your middle back up towards your shoulder blades. Notice your shoulders. Allow them to soften. And then gently bringing your focus from your shoulders to your elbows. From your elbows to your wrists. Notice the palms of your hands. Notice your fingers. Next breath in, bring your focus to your eyes. Notice the darkness. Next breath out, you allow your eyes to soften. Next breath in, bringing your focus to your mouth. Scanning your upper lip, lower lip, and then gently taking your focus within your mouth. Notice the sensations on the roof of your mouth. Sensations on the inside cheeks. Notice your tongue. Allow it to soften. Notice your jaw. Allow your jaw to soften. And on your next breath out, you allow your face to soften. Once again, bring your focus back to your body as best as you can. And once again, notice your posture. Notice how the body itself feels. And now gently bring your focus beneath your nose and begin to watch your breath. Allow your breath to breathe by itself. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Next breath in. Bring your focus now within yourself. Notice your inner space. Is there anything dominant on your mind at the moment? Gently bring your focus to your chest and begin to notice the movement in synchronicity with your breath. Holding your focus at your chest as best as you can. Stay with your chest. Stay with your breath. On your next breath in, bringing your focus a bit deeper into yourself, right where your heart is. And as you hold your focus there, begin to notice how you're feeling at the moment. Do you feel settled at the moment? Are you comfortable in the moment of now? And then on your next breath out, you gently open your focus to all the sounds around you and begin to listen, moving from the chest, from the heart, listening to any sound that may be around you, not looking for any sounds, not judging them, just listening. Listening. Gently bring your focus beneath your nose. Once again, begin to watch your breath. Stay with your breath, following your out breath all the way till the end. Stay with your breath, following your out breath all the way till the end, allowing yourself to get deeper and deeper into the moment of now. Beyond thoughts, beyond roles, just this moment, following your out breath all the way till the end. And now, if you bring your focus to the sound of your breath, try and listen to the in breath as it comes in, try and listen to your out breath as it goes out. breathing in the present moment, listening in the present moment. Listening to the in breath as it comes in, listening to the out breath as it goes out. Once again, on your next breath out, you open your focus to all the sounds around you, including the sound of your breath, simply becoming present, choiceless awareness, open to any sound, yet anchored to your breath. When you're ready, bring your focus just beneath your nose, sitting with your breath in silence, and taking a moment to notice your experience. If you feel peaceful, focus on the peace. If you feel calm, focus on the calmness. If this moment feels relaxing, focus on that. Stay with your breath. Stay with your experience. On your next breath out, expand your focus so you become aware of your whole body once again. Notice your posture. Notice if there's any discomfort in the body. And then to bring your focus back into the body, bring your focus to the seat you're on. Notice the sensations where your chair, your seat makes contact with your body. Anchoring yourself on that. And then from there, we move our focus up to the hips, gently moving down your thighs. Take your time, bringing your focus back into the body. From your knees, move down towards your ankles, scanning the back and the front of your legs. Notice your feet, and then the soles of your feet. Coming back to your seat, again, notice you're held in place. Back is straight, shoulders, arms, hands comfortable. Eyes are closed, mouth is closed, and your face is relaxed. Bringing your focus back to your breath. And now, as the breath moves in, you sense your body. As the breath moves out, you sense your body. Breathing in, you feel calm. Breathing out, you feel calm. In a few moments, you will hear the sound of a bell. Use this sound to bring your focus to your breath, drawing a few slow, deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Take your time.